listening to
Girl, what?
So, as we start every show, we must talk about our drink for today. That drink is
Red Moscato.
Yes. Tell us about it, Melanie.
It's a juicy and fruity wine with distinct flavors of peaches and bean cherries. And we also want to make sure we tell you what you're supposed to drink it with. It pairs well with soft white cheeses, fresh fruits, orange chicken salad, and all spicy fare. Delicious.
Don't you love that? We wanted to give you a little taste of what you can have with your drink. And guess what? I'm so excited. We have a guest this evening. Our guest today. Let me let her introduce herself to you all.
Hello, world. This is Carla Myrie, guest speaking on the show tonight.
Yay, we have a guest.
It's always a fun time. So today, it's been so interesting. Have you guys ever heard of extreme couponing? No? Well, there's a show that I saw. I think that was on TLC. And you see people getting big bargains in
Hundreds
stores,
of dollars.
spending money, and getting really good deals for little to nothing. And I've been fascinated about it for a while. And it's so interesting. Again, not to harp on, I am a new member of my sorority. I'm not speaking on behalf of that. But one of my line sisters is an extreme couponer. And she was showing us videos about having 50 bottles of Tide detergents and 100 bars of soaps. And she has probably spent, she gave us an example recently, and she spent $100, and essentially what it was worth $350 worth of products that she only spent $100 on. So I've been really wanting to learn more. How does it happen? And then, boops, all of a sudden my girlfriend comes into town, Carla, who I call Carmelita, happened to be telling us about being an extreme couponer. So I said, you gotta come on the show. I've been begging someone to come on to talk about extreme couponing. Why is it important? Because in this day and age, I think it is important to be mindful over your dollar and making those dollars stretch. And again, I also come from a political perspective on we are being run by Republicans. That's all about big business. It's all about people that have money. And who cares about the view is that they don't really care about the little people. So what do the little people care about? Living, being able to have being able to sustain themselves. And a big part of that is being able to find discounts and bundle things to live.
Okay, so audience, I'm learning with you. And we have our expert guest who's going to share with us the whole, I guess, science behind it.
Absolutely.
So before I pass it over to Carla, I've been trying to find some research on it. And one thing, the phrase, this is crazy. It says, what you need. So here, if you have a pencil and paper, go ahead and write down what the tools you need to start couponing. All right, so the first thing you need is a printer for printing online coupons. You need a laptop or computer, and I guess a cell phone, a plastic binder with dividers and labels. Who knew? Store flyers, a local newspaper, and or any other mail subscriptions with coupons. So those are all the requirements, all the supplies you need, I guess, in order to get your coupon thing going.
Let's start off with this. Carla, tell us what made you decide to get into couponing.
Okay, well, I am a mother of two with a 5 and a 6-year-old child. So I was introduced to couponing by other stay-at-home moms. And even though I am an educator, when I had my children, I chose to take a couple of years off to just focus on being a stay-at-home mom. And one of the most important aspects of being a stay-at-home mom is learning how to make your family's money stretch to the best of your ability, and just trying to live off of one income, especially if you're coming from, like in my case, 2 incomes to 1. You have to get really creative on how you are spending your money. So,
and by the way, that to me means that it is absolutely doable in 2017 to live off of one income. It's not something that can't happen. And I will say this, I mean, having lived in a few different cities, South Florida, Miami, Los Angeles being 2 of probably the most expensive, cities, I think just thinking about, and being single, possibly, and one day, growing into a relationship with someone else, you have to think about those things. You have to think about one day getting married and thinking about, if you decide to have kids, if you're able to have kids, like who is going to bear some of the responsibilities. And I find it fascinating to have a girlfriend who actually, they're not wealthy people. They're hardworking, middle class.
An educator, right?
Carla is an educator. Her husband, is a manager for, a warehouse manager. And they were able for at least at least 2 years being able to, combine and live off of one income. So we're just saying that to say, even though she lives in Central Florida, so what we're trying to express is that it's absolutely doable, and and again, I think it's fascinating because it gives me hope that
I'm taking notes.
That if we can absolutely do this, I don't want to overtalk and be the person that's like harping, but I'm just reiterating that living off of one income for a window to be a parent is doable.
Not only that, I mean, we all should be trying to save and get the most for our money.
Yes.
So, like, when we're here talking to Carla today, I'm just like, okay, they've been getting me because I'm just spending money and I'm not getting
nothing
a return on it.
Yes.
Nothing in return. So I'm sorry. Continue on,
no,
Carla.
you're doing great. I just wanted to first clarify, when people hear the term extreme couponing, especially like you opened the show mentioning the extreme couponing show on TLC, what Floridians need to understand is that those types of shows, those extreme couponing shows, are never recorded in the state of Florida. Those types of shows are recorded in Georgia, Iowa, Missouri, places that still have stores like Piggly Wiggly, Kroger's, and those stores actually double and sometimes even triple manufacturer coupons. So the next time you are looking through your Sunday paper and you're cutting out your favorite coupon for cereal, notice at the top, right next to the expiration date, it will say, do not double or triple. And that is the biggest confusion, I think, in Florida, is that we are watching these shows from other states and we're thinking we're going to walk out of Publix with $300 worth of groceries and pay $1 for it. That kind of couponing is not likely to happen unless honestly, you are buying things that you don't really need. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
If you are, for example, active in your church or sorority, community, and you know people that actually need the 500 bars of soap that you have collected in your garage, then that is great. I am not that type of extreme couponer. When I first started, I was so excited about coupons, and I was really just buying whatever I had a coupon for. If it was over $1, I was like, hey, even though I've never had it before, I will try it because I have a coupon for it. But then I had to retrain my brain to just focus on the things that my family was really going to use, because a lot of these products that you're purchasing with coupons do have expiration dates.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get stuck with a pantry full of 5 to 50 different cereal boxes, and then they all expire in August.
And that's another thing. What I realize with, I think, even our more mature communities, the African American communities, at least the homes that I've gone to, where they like to buy and stock up their freezers and multiple refrigerators with items. I think about it now, like, how long has this food, like, how long do you think you can hang on to this food just because it's frozen?
Exactly.
And just because you can acquire it and you're not doing anything with it. I think I have a hard time comprehending people that like collect things to collect things.
That's how you get into extreme couponing / borderline hoarding.
Okay, so and I found an article in 2016. This is according to CNBC. They ranked the top 10 frugal cities in America based on the cities that have the most couponers, I guess. Number 1, Orlando.
What?
Number 2, Washington. Number 3, Charlotte. Number 4, New York. Number 5, Atlanta. 6, Cleveland. 7, Tampa, Florida. 8, Nashville, Tennessee. 9, Raleigh, North Carolina. And 10, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Well, Miami is
not
anywhere in those numbers.
No,
I am happy that my hometown, Orlando, is number one. And I will say that Orlando is very into couponing, like so much so that you are more likely to find a couponing group than you are to find like any other type of hobby, like a women's type of hobby group.
Funny.
Like couponing is the thing. And couponing, don't let it fool you, because couponing is not like when your mom used to do it back in the day and like sitting down with newspapers and scissors and cutting out coupons. Couponing is so much easier now with the help of websites like coupons.com, where you literally each week can just print off coupons from the comfort of your home straight to your printer, take them to the grocery stores. Another thing that is making couponing more accessible to people is that more stores are taking coupons. Did you know that the Dollar Tree takes coupons?
No, I didn't know that.
Ma'am, the Dollar Tree takes coupons. So let me just give you an example of a Dollar Tree find. And let me just explain to you why right now I probably have about 30 tubes of Crest toothpaste. Yes, Crest, not like off-brand toothpaste. At the Dollar Tree, they will have a tube of Crest toothpaste for $1. But then in my Sunday newspaper, I have a 50 cents off coupon for that toothpaste. So instead of going to Target and buying that tube of toothpaste for $2 and some change, I'm going to go take my money to the dollar store, pay $1 for it, use my coupon and walk out with my tube of toothpaste for 50 cents. And of course,
That's
I'm not
amazing.
just going to get one tube of toothpaste for 50 cents, because if I have multiple coupons, I am going to get as much as I can. So that's just one way that that's a part of the appeal, because more people are using them. More stores are even incorporating them into their own websites and like loyalty reward programs. So, for example, Publix has their own digital coupons that are available through their website or on your mobile phones. On top of, they also accept manufacturer coupons. On top of, they also price match guarantee. So what I do first is I pretty much I try to stick. Publix is really good for couponing.
Publix is not paying us, but
we're not being
we're not representatives.
We're not representing any of the companies or websites that we're talking about, but we're just having a casual conversation about something that we are interested in. And based on the conversations that I'm having with some of my girlfriends, more people are actually interested in this than we know. Yes. And so we're just taking a moment to talk about it and share some of that with you, because a lot of people don't know.
Exactly. I want to give your listeners another, because I don't want it to seem like we are just like promoting Publix or the Dollar Tree or anything. So I'm going to talk about a few different stores. So Target is another one of my favorites. Target is very coupon friendly. They also do the price match guarantees. And a lot of people don't understand that price match guarantee means for everything, not just electronics, not just shoes and clothes. It can be on your tomatoes, on your bread. So if one store has something cheaper and you don't want to go to that store, you just go to the customer service desk and say, hey, this place has it for this price and you have it for this price. And you will be surprised how quickly and easily that they will adjust your price right there on the spot.
I know Best Buy does that.
I know Best Buy does that as well. I'm learning. I don't know if it's a Leo thing. Maybe not. That we're kind of extravagant and fabulous, and I have never been very
crazy.
Well, listen, I can speak. All I can speak for is myself. Is that I've never been a very good identifier of discounts and sales. I've never been, and for that matter, it's not that I constantly choose things that are expensive and just ridiculously priced. It's my taste. Even when I go into discount stores, I should be looking for and picking up $10, $15 shoes, and I happen to pick up the shoes that's like $80. Like it's and that's always been the case, and I've accepted that. But now I'm like, I need to be more mindful and manageable of my money,
especially like you have thrift stores
and thrift stores. I'm horrible. Like I will go into a thrift store. Should be finding things that's 50 cents to $1 to $5, and I still come out with a $20 item. It's a little ridiculous, and I'm working on that. And through working with Melanie, who is amazing at finding discounts.
But couponing, this gonna take me to a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother level.
This gonna take me to a whole nother level.
Carla, answer this. Is it something that is time consuming? I mean, because I think a lot of our listeners have busy lives. They want the deals, but they probably see this as another job. And so, what are your thoughts? And is that the case?
I think it can be a job if you want it to be your job. If I'm back at work now, but if I was not working and I just wanted to dedicate my life or my day to strategically planning which stores to shop at and where am I going to get the most bang for my buck, I could see myself spending a lot of time doing that. But that was when I was new to couponing and I was buying a lot of just random items just because I had a coupon for it. Now that I am a little more focused as to what I am, what I'm willing to buy, I honestly will say it takes me, I usually watch Good Morning America on a Sunday morning and drink a cup of coffee. So before the show is done, I'm done with my couponing. So less than an hour, once a week, and I think it is worth it to me because I am saving so much money.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so with the couponing thing, because there are people who have food stamps that might be listening. How does this play into food stamps?
Excellent question, because your food stamp money is just like anybody else's green money. So you want to try to stretch it as much as possible. You can use food stamps and coupons together. There's no law against that. You can also use WIC food stamps. WIC and not food stamps. I'm sorry, WIC and coupons together. Also, one big WIC product is called. It's a cereal called Honey Bunches of Oats, and it's like one of the few cereals that you are allowed to get with that program. Well, for my WIC participants, if you shop at Publix, pretty much twice a month, Publix has that Honey Bunches of Oats cereal, buy one, get one free. So if you have WIC, you're not buying it, per se off rip. So instead of like the average person coming in, buying one and getting one free, a WIC recipient would end up with 4 boxes of cereal under that BOGO program, because even though it's WIC, they still honor their BOGOs for the WIC items.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Tell me this. Another friend of mine, line sister actually, that does it, again, to the nth power. She mentioned that there's even ways where you actually get paid or you receive, it's in such a way that it's not just free, but you get money back. How does that work?
That kind of extreme couponing is going to take a little planning on your part to figure out when and where is the best time to use your coupons. So, for example, when you are thinking about let's say a chain like CVS and health and beauty products, vitamins, things that have a quicker turnover rate in those types of smaller stores are where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Because a store like a CVS or a Walgreens, they cannot stock 1,000 bottles of shampoo. So when they have so much, then that's when you're going to start seeing the sales, buy one, get one free, buy one, get one half off, and those types of stores. And then they're using their coupons that way there. Also, CVS, as a part of their little rewards card program, when you scan your membership card at the kiosk inside the stores, they print out for you CVS only coupons. So you might scan your card and a coupon for $1 off a gallon of milk. Voila, you were buying milk anyway, you're going to save $1 off of it. CVS is really good for shampoo, toothpaste, any like health and beauty types of things. Stores like CVS is where you're going to get more bang for your buck. And because they can't hold as much on the shelves, those types of stores are way more willing to offer the huge discounts through their couponing advertisements. to encourage people to come in and buy them. So yes, it is very likely that you could go in. For example, a few weeks ago, I bought 4 containers, things of Secret deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had 4 different coupons for them. CVS had a BOGO sale going on for the Secret deodorant. So I ended up walking out of the store with 4 things of Secret for $3 and some change. And so if you
That's
know Secret,
amazing.
you know one of those is like $3 and some change. So it's situations like that, or even situations where the store might actually be handing you money in your hand back after you've used all of your coupons.
Wow.
So,
I think
it can happen.
that's amazing. I think it's so amazing. And you know what? I didn't realize food, a lot of people at the end of the day, my big thing is I definitely, I live with my siblings right now, and we have a shortage on detergents. And I'm a big, I have to, for my own, like I have to buy Tides or All or like major,
yes.
I won't say major brands, but I'm very particular when it comes to that.
Do you know for years I was like a Tide brand person? Like you could not convince me that any other detergent cleaned as well as Tide. And the way that I kind of judged that was by the commercials. Like for example, you have Gain and all these. Their commercials are advertising the smell of your clothes. I don't care about smell. I care about clean. Are you taking the dirt and grime out of the clothes? Because you have dryer sheets you can add for a little a boost of smell, whatever. So I think that's how a lot of people fall into the Tide trap. Now, Tide is very good for having coupons for their products. But I have found another detergent that I think works very well, and it is called Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, I like
Don't let those old school home remedies fade away from you, because there is nothing like the cleaning power of some baking soda. Yes.
It's true. You know what? The other day I did a DIY, right?
What's in that glass?
Do it yourself. Yes, DIY.
DIY. I did a DIY because we didn't have any dish detergent, and I wanted to wash the dishes, and I didn't want to hand wash because I don't have the time. I wanted to get it done quickly. And it was a few drops. It was like 2 or 3 drops of the washing detergent for the dishes. It was baking soda and it was salt. Mm-hmm. And the dishes were spotless.
Wow.
Don't ask me what makes me go online and look for some of these random remedies, but I'm really trying to consciously watch the money that I spend and save wherever I can, and that's a big part of it. Which leads me into another element that we tend in the U.S. spend a lot of money on, and that's consumption of food. Mm-hmm. Well. Carla tells me about this store called Aldi's. Aldi's has been in our neighborhood for years. I went there when it first opened, and then I went there, and my perception was I'm never going in there again because I'm trying to change the way that I eat. It looked to me as like one of those stores that just only didn't sell like real food. It was like all of the boxed and just the stuff that for my diet I wasn't supposed to be eating. Well, anyway, Carla reintroduced me to the store, and I was amazed at the discounts that I was able to find.
And the quality of food.
And the quality.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Carla, tell us a little bit about Aldi's. Just a little.
So, Aldi's is a UK grocery chain that is relatively new to the United States, but they are quickly on the rise and expanding all over because of their success. Basically, Aldi's is like a discounted type of grocery store chain. And one thing that you cannot do in Aldi's is use coupons. But I don't even care that you can't use coupons in Aldi's because the prices are so low that you really don't need them. When you can find, let's just say, a dozen eggs for 65 cents in a store.
Unheard of today.
Unheard of. They have a lot of their own store brand products that are very compatible to the name brands that you are used to. Just give them a try. You will see for the amount of money that you are spending, it is well worth at least a try for some of these Aldi's products. And now, not to say that Aldi's only has their brand, because they do offer some of the name brand products at even a discounted price. And another benefit to shopping at Aldi's is that they change their ads every Wednesday, and they always feature produce as like their front page advertisement. The produce at Aldi's is always locally sourced, so wherever farms are in your community, that's where Aldi's is getting their grapes and onions and potatoes from. So you can feel good about shopping at Aldi's for that reason. That's one of the factors that helps keep their costs down so low, is because they don't have to ship stuff from, they don't need avocados from Mexico, because they got avocados growing right around them in the area that they're using.
That's really fascinating. Listen, we've run over our time. I said that
I've been quiet because I'm sitting here like
taking notes.
There's so much.
There's so much to talk about, but like I said, this conversation will be continued, and I'm just like in awe of this lifestyle that I want to adapt for myself, and I want to share it for another reason. There are people out there that are doing it. And they're doing it for, there's a competitiveness on why they do it. But I think I would love to urge people to think about their neighbors. Think about they're doing these things. And a lot of us don't even need 20 and 30 and 40 products.
I mean, like your line sister, we asked her to come on the show and she didn't want to because she is doing it strictly from the kindness of her heart.
She's doing it from the kindness of her heart. And I share that because I think more people should be encouraged. Like, even though...
donate to churches.
Even though you may feel like, I need this and I financially have my own issues and, I can't afford to not do this. Think about what those extras could do if you put a little gift basket and gave it to your elderly neighbor, or you actually took it to your local church. Just think about how we can help our community be more humane and be more philanthropic in our own way. So that's really all that I was hinting to or wanting to express, because I want to learn how to do it. Not only to be a blessing for me and my family, but for others.
Right.
And maybe this could also be very helpful and be a blessing onto other people. And so thank you so much for taking the time to opening up your hearts and minds to us.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you, Carla.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
For
Love
coming.
it.
Thank you. And we're going to end this how we always ended, with a verse.
Colossians 1:16, all things have been created through him and for him. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Girl What? That's GURL what. Check us out. You can find us personally, Mel Shin, on social media.
Yes, and I'm
Makita
under
McClune.
Makita McClune, and you have been listening to
Girl, what?